The Amazing Spider-Man. Look who's back. Not a dream, not an imaginary tale. You'll gasp in amazement when Peter is unmasked by Dr. Octopus. The latest, the greatest Spider-Man super spectacular. Spider-Man. Unmasked by Dr. Octopus. Take one of the most powerful supervillains of all time. Add a spine-tingling assortment of wild beasts on the rampage. Mix well with our usual cast of offbeat characters. And top it off with the expose of Spider-Man. Who could ask for anything more? Yes indeed, faithful friend. Stan and Steve pulled out all the stops to make this one of the most memorable of old Spidey's epic adventures. Now after they went to all that trouble, the least you can do is read it, enjoy it, and rave about it. And you know something? We have a hunch you will. Written in the white heat of inspiration by Stan Lee. Drawn in a wild frenzy of enthusiasm by Steve Ditko. Lettered in a comfortable room by Art Simek. As all of our well-read readers know, Spider-Man battled Dr. Octopus last issue, and while the amazing teenager foiled the supervillain's plans, he was unable to prevent his escape. Hence these headlines in the Bugle. Dr. Octopus escapes from Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Overrated crime fighter. Dr. Octopus. Still at large. Philadelphia, PA. Once again, the mysterious Spider-Man has interfered with police and allowed a dangerous criminal to get away scot-free. How much longer is this masked nuisance to be permitted to make a complete mockery of justice? Reading the news item, which was obviously written by order of publisher J. Jonah Jameson, who hates Spider-Man, the angry adventurer decides to pay Jameson a visit. If I put out a forest fire single-handed, I'll bet Jonah would rap me for wasting too much water. Say, what's going on in his office? I quit. Nobody could work for a tyrant like you. That's the gal he hired to fill in till Betty returned from Philadelphia. Wait! You can't do this! I need a secretary! Come back! You don't need a secretary. You need a psychiatrist. Blamed employees. They expect to be treated with kid gloves, just because I shouted at her. Hello, Mr. Jameson. I've returned. That is, if you still want me. Betty Brant? If I want you? Don't just stand there, girl. Get to work. Now that Betty's back, I'll change to Peter Parker. I can't wait to see her, to talk to her. Mr. Jameson, has Peter Parker been in lately with any photos? No, I haven't seen him. He's probably too lazy to work, just like everyone else I get stuck with. Minutes later. Betty! Gosh, I'm glad to see you. I've been waiting to hear from you. Out, Parker! This is an office, not a social club. You can come in here whenever you have a set of exclusive news photos for me. And not before. Now get. I'll see you later, Peter. Call me at home. Meanwhile, at different places throughout the nation, moving from city to city like the elusive marauder he is, the awesome Dr. Octopus attempts some of the most colorful crimes ever perpetrated. Even an armored car is no match for my power. Each escape is narrower than the last. But I can't stop now. The police have been alerted to me. I dare not use the same tricks twice. I've got to continue my spectacular career, so that Spider-Man will read about my exploits and try to attack me again. I know I'm stronger than he is. I know that I'll destroy him when next we meet. But so long as he lives, I'll never be truly safe. I've got to force him to fight me again. But why hasn't he followed me? I've given him every chance. All the bait he needs. Perhaps I'll have to return to New York and find him. And why hasn't Spider-Man followed the trail of his arch foe around the country? The answer is really very simple, when we realize we're dealing with a true-to-life youngster. You feel a little warm, Peter. You'd better stay in tonight, dear. You may be getting a cold. If only I could head out west where Doc Ock was last reported. But I haven't money for the fare, and my end-term exams are coming up soon, and Aunt May would never let me go anyway. The next day. Oh well. Maybe Octopus will return to New York someday. And then... Say, I wonder what the kids are reading about. How do you like this? The Daily Bugle is still writing editorials calling Spider-Man a fake and a coward. That's easy for Jameson to say. I'd like to see him tackle Dr. Octopus. I wonder if we'll ever find out who Spider-Man really is. Look, the Bugle even has a picture of a spider, trying to show how dangerous they are, and claiming that Spider-Man must be dangerous too. Here comes Bookworm Parker. Let's see what he knows about spiders. I've got to be careful not to say anything that'll make them suspect my real identity. I hate spiders. They're such ugly, icky-looking things. I'd rather not even talk about them. Know what I like about you, Parker? You're such a rugged, fearless He-Man. Come on, gang. There's the bell for class. Someone take Parker's arm. He may step on an anthill and faint dead away. Go ahead. Laugh, you burn-brained clown. Someday everyone will realize that it's only the people who are inferior themselves that keep picking on others. How about that? I'm beginning to sound like a teenage Billy Graham. Not long afterwards, Betty Brant receives a mysterious phone call. Yes, this is she. Hello? Who's there? Hello? Why don't you answer? And at the other end of the wire. Good. Now that I know she is back working for the Daily Bugle, I'll be able to use her as bait to catch Spider-Man. He risked his life to help her once before, so why not again? Spider-Man number 11. He hung up. It sounded like... Oh no. That's impossible. It can't be. Get to work, Miss Brant. I don't pay you to daydream. Then, towards the end of the day. You again? I thought I told you to stay out unless you had some news photos for me. Sorry, Mr. Jameson. I just came by to call for Betty. Be with you in a minute, Peter. Soon as I finish this letter. But suddenly, a mocking, menacing form appears at the window. I wouldn't hold my breath waiting if I were you, Sonny. I've got other plans for her. Dr. Octopus, here in New York. Then, it was your voice on the phone before. Like a powerful octopus's tentacle, a long artificial arm snakes out, and... Don't be alarmed, young lady. You will not be harmed. No, no, don't. You can't. Help! Then, before Peter or Jonah Jameson can make a move, and lest either of you are foolish enough to try to do anything heroic, this will keep you from interfering with me. Don't just dangle there, Parker. Tell him who I am. I can't fight back now. Not in front of Betty and Jameson. It would give my identity away. I've got to bide my time. Now listen. No one will be hurt if you do as I say. Jameson, put a note in your paper telling Spider-Man to contact you. When he does, tell him I have the girl prisoner at Coney Island. If he wants her, he must come for her. Alone. You may send one photographer also, to take pictures of the defeat I shall hand Spider-Man. That is all. I'll send you, Parker. It'll be the scoop of the century. How can I go as Spider-Man and as Peter Parker? Remember, Spider-Man must show up in order to save the girl, and the police must not be told. Or else... Betty, don't be afraid. Spider-Man will save you. I've got to print an extra right away, telling Spider-Man to contact me. I hope he'll see it. And then, as a special extra edition of the Bugle hits the newsstands, get down to Coney Island, Parker. Wait for Spider-Man to show up. Bring plenty of film. If you botch this assignment, I'll have your hide. Don't worry. Nothing could keep me away. Strange. I feel kind of woozy. My head is warm. Maybe I am getting ill, as Aunt May said. But shrugging off his own problem, Peter quickly rushes to an alley, where he changes to Spider-Man. And then, must pretend I know nothing about Doc Ock. I saw the notice in your paper, Jameson. What do you want to see me about? You! Turn off that blasted beam! I'm not impressed with your phony theatrics. Betty Brant has been captured by Dr. Octopus. Then, after Jameson has explained, now for Coney Island. Hey, I must be sick. I'm not clinging to the wall as well as usual. Meanwhile, even though Parker is my best freelance photographer, I can't take any chance of him muffing this job. Maybe I'd better get to Coney Island myself. It's midwinter, so the amusements will all be shut down for the season. I'll make sure that Dr. Octopus doesn't see me, but I'll have a chance to observe whatever happens, firsthand. And atop the highest roller coaster at the amusement park. Spider-Man should have seen the paper by now. That means he'll be arriving at any moment for his final battle. But what if he doesn't show up? That will be too bad, my dear. For you. And now, I'll lower you to the ground, so the photographer can easily get good pictures of my victory over that masked fool. Those pictures, for the world to see, will be Spider-Man's greatest humiliation. The photographer isn't here yet. He'd better show up, or he'll live to regret it. Perhaps if I keep prying at the knot with my long fingernails, I could free myself while Dr. Octopus isn't looking. And entering the park at that moment, can hardly stand. My feet feel like rubber. Of all the times for me to get a virus attack. But I can't let it stop me. I've gotta save Betty. Gotta find Dr. Octopus. If only I didn't feel so weak. If I could just lie down for... Wait! There he is. I've gotta go through with it now. I did it! I'm free! Now if I can just reach the street in time. So, you think you can escape me, do you? This time I shall not be so forgiving. He's reaching for Betty. It's now or never. Hold it, Octopus. I'm the one you want. And now I've got you. Too weak for a long battle. I've got to knock him out with the first punch. It's my only chance. Oh no. I tried my best, but my spider strength is gone. It was just a weak, meaningless punch. He hardly felt it. What sort of stunt is this, Spider-Man? I know you can hit harder than that. If this is some sort of trick, it'll do you no good. You won't be given a second chance. Ugh! Never felt a punch like that before. I'm reacting like an ordinary teenager. What are you trying to do? Frustrate me? Fight back! Do you hear? Don't water down my victory by making it too easy. This is impossible. You're like a human punching bag. What's happened to you? My head's reeling. Another blow like that and I'll be finished. I'm helpless. He's almost unconscious. I can't believe it. He doesn't even struggle as I try to remove his mask. There can only be one answer. Mr. Jameson, look! He's beaten Spider-Man. So quickly. How? And where's Parker? He should be photographing this. It is Dr. Octopus. Good thing you called us, miss. I should have known. It isn't Spider-Man. It's that weakling brat Peter Parker. Peter? He did it for me. Oh, he might have been killed. The fool! I ordered him to take pictures of Octopus, not try to be a hero. You mean you knew Octopus was here? Ah! Take your puny hero. He's of no interest to me. It's the real Spider-Man I'm after. Before anyone can recover their balance, the super agile Dr. Octopus disappears into the night. I was sure Spider-Man would show up. Perhaps the police scared him off. But I'll find him sooner or later. I'll never rest till I've smashed him. Jameson, next time you withhold information from us, it'll go hard with you. If you had told us about this, we would have set a trap for Octopus and caught him by now. But you thought more of an exclusive story than anything else. Oh, Peter. Peter! You dear, foolish, wonderful boy. Why did you do it? If anything had happened to you. I better not yell at Parker now, in front of the police. They're angry enough at me. This sure was one big flop. He'll be all right, miss. We'll see that he gets home safely. He's a pretty brave kid, impersonating Spider-Man and tackling Dr. Octopus like that. Hours later, at home. Poor boy. A nice policeman brought him home. He said he had fainted in the street. I knew he was coming down with something. Nothing to worry about, Miss Parker. It's just a 24-hour virus. It makes 1 weak as a kitten for a day, but then it passes. He'll be fine in the morning. As Peter sleeps, his rest is broken by a troubled dream. What are you? Some kind of nut or something? You should have had your head examined for appearing as Spider-Man when you were so weak. You know that viruses are the one thing even your spider strength can't resist. But I was so worried about Betty. So worried. Then comes the next morning, more than 24 hours after the virus has struck. Whoopee! I feel like $1,000,000,000 again. I've got the old spider strength back. The old zingaroo. Uh-oh. My Spider-Man outfit. The police must have sent it to Aunt May. She must have seen it. I'll have to move fast. Peter? Did I hear you moving around up there? I'm coming up. I want to speak to you. I received a strange costume from the police this morning, and I heard what really happened to you last night. How could you possibly take such a chance, impersonating that dreadful Spider-Man? Look, Aunt May, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Here, I'm gonna take that silly costume out and burn it. Hope she doesn't suspect I've stuffed this bundle with rags. I'm wearing my costume under my suit. Later, at school. Hey, look! Here comes the big hero, Fearless Parker, in the flesh. I knew it. Flash'll never let me live it down. Peter, we all heard about last night. Why did you ever try to impersonate Spider-Man? If you don't mind, Liz, I'd rather not talk about it. But I think it was the most wonderful thing I've ever heard of. Ah, quit kidding, Liz. Everyone knows Parker never expected to really bump into Octopus. He was just trying to show off. For kicks. Let me tell you something, Flash Thompson. As far as I'm concerned, Peter Parker proved he has enough courage to match his brains. And as for you, my dear ex-boyfriend, you've got neither. Holy smoke. What changed to Liz Allen? She never even knew I was alive. Gosh, Liz, what are you mad at me for? Meanwhile, An angry Dr. Octopus rips the newspapers to shreds in a fit of savage fury. They're making a laughingstock of me, saying that I was fooled by a teenager. Well, they'll all be laughing out of the other sides of their mouths before I'm through with them. Spider-Man will be able to hide from me no longer. I'll make him come to me, if it's the last thing I do. I'm through with hiding out. I fear nobody. I'm the most powerful one in the city. I'll leave my basement hideout and make sure that New York never forgets this day. Never forgets the power of Dr. Octopus. Later, at the outskirts of the zoo. Run! The wild beasts are loose! Dr. Octopus set them all free! Help! Somebody help! Within seconds, the police are on the scene, working valiantly to trap the rampaging beast before anyone can be injured. Careful, Joe. This baby's a killer. We can't afford to be careful, Bill. Too many lives may be at stake. Meanwhile, a short distance away. This is nuts. Liz wouldn't give me a tumble before, but now she's following me around like a lovesick calf. Peter, wait for me. I'll walk home with you. I want to ask you something. Liz, wait. I thought we were going bowling this afternoon. Liz! Then, quickly rounding a corner, the amazing teenager moves like a streak. No one's looking. Now's my chance. Pete's gone. I lost him. Flash Thompson, I'll thank you to stop following me. But Liz, you can't be serious about Puny Parker. He's not your type. You used to say so yourself. Well, perhaps I've grown mature enough to realize a boy needs more than a football letter to really be a man. Say, what's all that shouting up ahead? I'd better have a look. Wow, that lion must have escaped from the zoo. It's about to attack that crowd of people. A lion! Help! Run! He's going to leap at us. I've never fought anything like this before, but there's always a first time. Here come the police, with a net. He's all yours, fellas. Quick, get the net around him. Much obliged, Spider-Man. We've had our hands full with these escaped beasts. Escaped beasts? That means there's more. Uh-oh. Here's another one now. Seconds later. There, big fella. That webbing around your jaws and your claws will keep you harmless till the police put you back where you belong. Wow. The place is filled with them. There's a gorilla perched on a ledge above me. Be right with you, Fuzzy. Whoa. I didn't expect him to drop down to meet me. Losing my balance. Falling. If I'm ever elected president, I'm gonna declare a national Be Kind to Flagpoles week. Say, little friend, you've got this backwards. I'm the one who's supposed to be chasing you. Well, I sure can't go back any further, so I'll try a little forward flip. Didn't expect that, did you? He's falling. Hope my web can hold him long enough for the police to get a net under him. Ah, here they come now. Well, that's the last of them. Boy, that Spider-Man is a poor man's Frank Buck. Now that the animals are all accounted for, we've still got Dr. Octopus to worry about. And speaking of Dr. Octopus, he's overturning those cars as though they were made of balsa wood. I won't stop until I find Spider-Man. Do you hear? Bring me Spider-Man! Back! Everybody back! No need for alarm. We'll handle this. Clear the streets. Spider-Man better show up soon. I can't stay ahead of the police forever. This'll show the city that I'm not fooling. But suddenly, a deceptively strong web streaks out towards the falling sign. And that'll hold until the repair crew can arrive. Look! It's Spider-Man! Now we'll see something. Watching from a window at the Daily Bugle building, we find... Well, well. So Spider-Man finally came out of hiding at last. Unless it's that idiotic Peter Parker again. Don't say that, Mr. Jameson. It mustn't be Peter. It just mustn't. But Jameson and Betty Brant are both right. It is the real Spider-Man. And it's also Peter Parker. Although this time nobody suspects the truth. Alright, Octopus. You've been asking for another tangle with me. And now you're gonna get it. Spider-Man. At last. This time, you web-shooting freak, I'll show you no mercy. What do you mean this time? A Florence Nightingale you've never been. And a few stories below. Blast him! That's the real Spider-Man, all right. Parker would never have had the nerve to soak me that way. Oh, Mr. Jameson, Dr. Octopus is so much bigger, so much more vicious. What chance will Spider-Man have? And Spider-Man 2 asks himself that question. Those blamed arms of his make him stronger than I. How am I going to figure out a way to defeat him once and for all? Well, one thing's for sure. I'd better come up with an answer pretty darn fast. I've got you now. You've no place to run. I can afford to take my time, to relish this moment. You are completely trapped. Think so? Then just watch this. Geronimo! He hurled himself into space, tying his accursed web to the chimney top. Now I'll just spin around, tying you to the chimney. Not bad for a little trapped Spider-Man, eh? But using his indescribably powerful arms, Dr. Octopus pushes himself from the smokestack before the web can be completely tightened around him. Apparently I have underestimated my fast-moving foe. But I shall not be guilty of that mistake a second time. There. By leaning towards the chimney again, I make the slack pieces of webbing fall away. And so the fantastic chase begins again. Sooner or later I'll catch you. You can't escape me forever. Though you are more agile, I can cover more ground with less effort, and I'm virtually tireless. Guess you're right, Ock. If all your boasting doesn't tire you out, I guess nothing will. And now I'll prove to you that I can do more than utter idle boasts. Taken unawares by Dr. Octopus's sudden move, Spider-Man attempts to hurl himself backwards out of harm's way, but receives a sharp blow as he does so. This is only the beginning, Spider-Man. From now on, I'll be on top of you at every turn. My only chance is to avoid his arms. If he grabs me, I'm cooked. Well, no place to go but down. It's a long chance, but maybe I can get out of his reach in this air shaft. Then I'll figure out a new plan of attack and take the offensive. I'll lower myself by my web, and hope he didn't see me. It's no good. He knows I'm here. But wait, this is my chance to attack. Now, when he thinks I'm trapped. I've got my web stretched to exactly the right tension. Now all I need to do is give him a sharp tug, and... Gangway, Doc Ock! What the... Ha! I thought I'd catch you off guard. Well, buddy boy, you're not fighting a weak imitation of Spider-Man now. This time you're facing the real thing. Those waving arms of yours won't do you much good if I can keep you off balance. Like this. And that's just what I aim to do. And you know something? There's still no substitute for a good old-fashioned punch in the jaw. Now is there? Don't just lie there. Answer me. You fool! You've only got 2 arms to punch with, but I've got 6. You're licked before you start. You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? This is no good. I mustn't let his arms keep me at bay. Mustn't slow up, or I'll lose the advantage. The only thing to do is dive right through his arms, real fast. Good try, you ineffectual upstart, but not good enough. I don't have to move as quickly as you do. With 6 arms at my disposal, I can afford to take my time. I always get what I reach for. Look! Dr. Octopus is trying to push Spider-Man off the edge of that roof. He's doing it. Spider-Man is toppling. Wait, he's holding on to Octopus. They're both falling. I was willing to go over the side with you because I saw the scaffold below us. And with my sharper reflexes... Reflexes? Ha! What good will they do now? The scaffold cable just snapped. In one breathtaking, dizzy swing, the swaying scaffold hurls both combatants through a skylight below, where they land in the midst of a deserted sculptor's studio. We knocked over the sculptor's cleaning fluid. It's starting a fire. That will be the least of your worries. At last I've got you in a place where you can't outmaneuver me. Octopus, you're a fool. We'll both be trapped in here. This building is deserted. It's just you and me now. Only one of us will survive. Are you so filled with hate that you're willing to die rather than stop our battle? I can escape through any window, but you'll be trapped by some falling sculpture. You won't talk your way out of this. I'm finishing you off now. And then, suddenly, unexpectedly, Spider-Man's fateful prediction comes true. That heavy stone statue fell on Octopus. He can't lift himself. What happened? I can't get this off me. I'm trapped. Hang on, smart guy. I'll get you out. Hey, the floor. It's giving way beneath all that weight. It's collapsing. Help! Can't get to him. The flame's leaping too high. Too hot. Can't get through. What's the matter with me? I've been so worried about Doc Ock, I forgot about myself. This is no bed of roses for me either. How do I get out of here? My only chance is to use my web. I'll make a fire shield out of... Oh no. I'm out of fluid. I've got spare cartridges in my belt. If only I can use them in time. The flame's getting closer. Have to move faster. Good thing I practice this so often. Could do it in my sleep. There. It's all loaded. Now to press the release button and keep my fingers crossed. Here goes. Using his amazing spider web like a virtuoso, playing out just the right amount of fluid at just the right split second, Spider-Man manages to create a flame-proof umbrella for his head, plus some sections of webbing to use as stepping stones for his racing feet. It's working. Now if I can just reach the window. Made it! I'll cling to the wall of this building next door and swing to safety from here. There are the fire engines below. Wonder if they can get to Doc Ock in time. Reaching the street, Spider-Man ducks into a nearby doorway, emerging seconds later as our teenage friend, Peter Parker. Look, it's Peter. I've been looking for you. You missed all the excitement. Get lost, Parker. Doc Octopus is still at large. You might see him and faint dead away from fright. Why don't you slither back to the rock you crawled out from under, Flash? Hey! There's Dr. Octopus! He looks half dead. He's all yours, pal. We don't want him. Well, we do. We've been itching to get our hands on this character. Alright, mister. Keep moving. We've got a nice cozy cell for you to recuperate in. Spider-Man didn't beat me. It was the fire. If not for the fire, everything would have been different. Sure. Every time you've met Spider-Man, he stopped you cold. But next time will be different. We know. Now then, Peter, what I wanted to ask you was, I'm having a party tonight, and Sorry, Liz. No can do. I've got a date with a certain little brunette tonight, even though she may not know it yet. I'm sure Flash will be happy to go instead of me, although I know how boring it must be to have to use all those one-syllable words when you talk to him. Anyway, you deserve each other. Why, that crummy. Don't say it, Flash. We rated that. After the way we've always treated Peter. And later that night. Luckily, I had the automatic shutter of my camera working during my fight with Doc Ock. So old Tightwad Jameson paid me a bundle for the pics. Yes, sirree. Things are sure looking up for my favorite couple of guys. Namely, me. Fooled you, eh? See? We don't always have unhappy endings. Like anyone else, our web-spinning hero has his ups and downs. But if he thinks things are going to stay rosy, it's a good thing he doesn't suspect what's in store for him next-ish. See you then. The end.